I believe, and confirm you, Emily, but even Magic Leap is thinking, oh, these devices cost a lot of money. They're difficult to build. Let's sell it to the enterprise that they have more money. And because $3,000 or how much it costs now.
3,500 for the, starting at 3,500 for the Apple Vision Pro.
For the Vision.
I wear glasses, so presumably it would cost me more for some Zeiss lenses for the Apple Vision Pro. So I'm trying to understand.
So to me, it's an evolution, and then but until you put this headset into the hands of hundreds of thousands of developers, it's hard to figure out all of the different and vertical use cases. In my opinion, when we think about Matterport and Vision Pro, I see a world of visualization that takes to the next level. Imagine, again, it's not about scanning a place. It's about visualizing it. All this data coming in is a digital twin. I can grab the digital twin in front of me. I can call somebody. I can call Dan and Emily and have a FaceTime with them and say, what do you think about this building? Let me rotate it. And then I see you pointing to a live data source, and you click, and then you zoom in from the dollhouse into the actual walkthrough. To me, that's a strong use case.
So let me pause there and then ask you a follow-up on that. So I'm going to assume, correct me if you think I'm totally wrong, but that every existing Matterport tour should work fine within an Apple Vision Pro, which let's just make that assumption.
It does. It already does. Yeah, it already would, because it's already, it's possible. Yeah.
It's a browser.
So Paolo, you mentioned two things. Using Apple FaceTime to communicate and collaborate around a space. Do you think that's a significant use case of a mashup of Matterport plus Apple Vision Pro plus FaceTime or some other mechanism for communicating around a space, collaborating and communicating?
Yes, and the reason is if you watch, so when it was announced, I had to watch twice the keynote just to get it, to understand it well. And then I went to the developer sessions and started watching the individual sessions. Apple is putting an emphasis on collaboration. They have these frameworks that framework to share things, frameworks to design things, and so on. And now sharing content and visual, staying in the same space and connecting on the same object, for example, I think it's a pretty strong use case. Has it been explored enough? No, because everything is so new, right? So, but it's easy to think how we can have a FaceTime and we can collaborate on a 3D model. The 3D model is doable. By the way, I think yesterday with the SDK, Apple also announced that they are supporting WebXR standards, right? Emily, I think that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Which means that you open Safari and potentially you could have a 3D objects right there, which is pretty cool. And FaceTime, and then you and I, we can all talk about the same object and picking up and moving to a different room. So we don't know what we don't know, but I think the vision is there.